All right, let's talk about the top 2 mindsets. These come from absolute legends. I've picked them up from them. I did not create them, but as soon as I heard it, I thought, yes, and I want that. And that is really good observation. That is wisdom from people who've paid their dues and they've earned the right, and we will be wise to listen. Let's get into it. All right, top 2 mindsets. Number 1 comes from none other than the legend Rickson Gracie himself. I love this. I don't want to get it wrong. Let me read you the quote. Let me find it here. Only one person gets to be comfortable. Let that person be you. I love this. I think this is an incredible mindset. And it's interesting because if we think about learning jiu-jitsu, certainly we say, I've heard it said and I've embraced it. I think it's one of the greatest benefits of jiu-jitsu is it teaches you to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Absolutely, right? But why? Why do we want to learn to be comfortable when someone has our back or when we're under mount or when we're under Kessa? Like, why do we want to learn that? Why is that healthy? Is the goal not then so that you can get out of said discomfort position and then reverse it and make them uncomfortable? That is the goal. And so I love his observation to say, look, only one person gets to be comfortable. Let that be you. We go through the discomfort and we earn the skill set and the mindset to then put the suffering on the other person, to make them learn the lesson of, you know what? Time for you to be uncomfortable and time for you to deal with it. I love that mindset because it helps change and shift the way you go into a role and the way you can get out of an uncomfortable situation and then flip it real fast. In other words, how many times do we get out of a bad position only to get right back into it? In other words, we create windows of time, and if we can have the mindset to, you know what, it's time to put the discomfort on them. I got a window, we got to make it happen right now. So yes, we learn to be uncomfortable, but the point is so that we can put it on the other person, make them suffer, make their life very difficult, make them learn that lesson. I like that. I thought that was really good wisdom coming from Master Rickson himself. I think it's one we should pay attention to. All right, the second most important mindset I picked up from Marcelo Garcia, another absolute legend. There's an incredible documentary out there. Maybe I'll try to find that and get that in the notes. Just about his story of his competition and just his life. It's an incredible. They did a great job. And if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go watch it because what a warrior, what an absolute legend who's really given a lot back to our sport. And one of these things is this quote, and I want to read this to you because his big picture, you know what he says? Attack first. It sounds simple, but listen to what he says. I always try to attack. While I'm on the offensive, my opponent can think of nothing but defensive. Sounds simple, right? But how many times in a role do we get caught not attacking first? How many times do we get caught, let's be honest, kind of waiting for them to respond? I'm guilty of this, right? Like I'm kind of waiting for them to bring it to me and we're going to kind of respond. And I like his mindset of attack first because if you're constantly attacking and attacking and attacking, at some point they can only defend so many chained attacks before you catch them. And that's the beauty of where I'm at in my journey is trying to learn multiple attacks and then watching how people respond to the first attack. So then you can follow it up with that secondary one and the third one. You've got your A, B, C, and you've learned to pay attention to how people respond. So it's not that we go for a submission and go, man, that didn't work out. Okay, what do we need to do? No, you're learning to pay attention to how someone gets out of a submission and attempts to get out of a submission so that you can catch the very next one. Because oftentimes the way that someone gets out of one position opens up another opportunity. For example, if you have mount, someone cannot defend both the neck and the arms at the same time. Likely they're going to pick which one they're going to defend. Thus, we need chained attacks to threaten the neck, and if it's there, take it. You have to legitimately threaten it for it to be legitimately defended. So we attack, they defend, and now guess what? We've got an arm. Oh, they protected the arm. Well, now I got your neck again. So learning to chain, and you can watch the documentary. Marcelo did that so well. It was chained attacks. It was attack, attack. So it's not that he was just going after the same submission. It's that he had the skill set and built a system of constant attacks to a flow of submissions. That's really fun to explore, and it's something that I'm certainly working on right now. So I like that. I think that will help you in your jiu-jitsu. Guys, those are two just quick mindsets that I think really can change the game. Only one person gets to be comfortable. Let that be you. And attack, attack, attack. By the way, if you're the one attacking, guess what you're doing? You're the one making them uncomfortable. And thus, you're going to get submissions more often. I like that mindset. I think that's really helpful as we go into rolling in jiu-jitsu. So take those on. I hope those help you. They come from two of the greatest of all time. I'm certainly thankful for them and for the wisdom they've passed on. If you're enjoying the channel, I want to encourage you to not only subscribe, but also share this video with someone that trains in jiu-jitsu. Help encourage them in the way that they can go about their mindset that's going to help them in their jiu-jitsu. Again, until next time, guys, thank you so much for listening in. Train on.